Today we're going to talk about the bridge financing process. So that is, what happens from somebody needing the money rather quickly in a bridge loan to the process right to the end of closing and having the funds. The initial assessment is done with a phone call. You call me. If I'm free, we talk about it right away. If I'm on the other line or something, I call you back in 10 minutes or so. And I would say we'll probably spend 5 to 15 minutes on the phone. So the objective here is I need to know, what is it you require? I'm trying to build myself. I'm trying to get a picture of what it is that you need, what kind of property we're talking about, what are a lot of the details, as much as I can, just verbally from you. At that point, I don't need anything signed. I don't need an application. I don't need paperwork. We're just trying to, exchange the information. Let's see what it is that you need, and let's see how I can help you. Okay, so lender review. So now I know what you require. So I've taken that information, and probably within, as quick as possible. Usually, I'm basically working on the deal. I'm running with the deal. So I'm calling my lender, and I'm giving him the information, and I'm seeing, how serious they are. Are they willing? Usually, when I'm doing an assessment or talking to a client, I have an idea of which lender is probably going to do the deal. On a daily basis, I know which of my private lenders are in funds and maybe not in funds, who has enough money to do the deal, and what kind of deals that they like, or where I can get the deal done quickly. So my next step is I'm now going to my lender, giving them the details, and doing my best to try to get my lender to give me some kind of an indication, some kind of a verbal kind of commitment that, based on these figures and terms and getting maybe a couple of things in, that, he thinks that he likes this deal and he'll pretty much do this deal. So now we have a lender that's prepared to do the bridge financing. So the next step would be a term sheet or a commitment. So usually it takes, from the beginning to where we have something in writing is about 24, 48 hours, where you'll have a commitment in your hand. So the commitment's going to outline, the conditions of the loan. So I provide that to you. You take a look at it, and then you call me back. Any questions we cover off. By that time, we're probably about, maybe 1 or 2 days into the process. So closing. So now we have a lender that's prepared to lend. We have you as a borrower that has accepted the terms and conditions of the lender. So we're looking to meet whatever the conditions are, so that's fine. And at the same time, we're using the solicitors to close the transaction. At that point, there's still work to do. It's, keeping up with whatever's outstanding, providing information to, for instance, me providing to the lender solicitor and to the lender, and you, as a borrower, would be also supplying information to your solicitor. And the goal would be that, we want this to fund in, as quick a time as possible, and depending, on the urgency of the bridge. Quite often we find that bridge loans kind of have a specific day. I need a bridge loan. I need this money before the end of the month. So our goal is to do that and close as quickly as possible. The funding timeline, and I'm looking at funding timeline as being from the time that you make the call to basically getting the money. So that a comfortable closing for a bridge financing would be 3 to 4 weeks. They can be done sooner. Usually we find on the smaller mortgages, there are less things to be done prior to closing. So just to exaggerate the fact, if somebody is doing $30,000, $40,000, they need a quick bridge on their house, bang, we can do that. We probably don't need much. We know that there's lots of equity. We can do that. It's possible to close it in, 3 to 5 days. Regular timeline of let's say 3 to 4 weeks. If we're talking, especially with a larger mortgage, if we're doing bridge financing for $1 million, there's going to be more requirements. Somebody lending somebody $1 million is probably going to want an appraisal. So there are things that take more time. So timeline of the funding from start to finish, it can be done quickly. It's possible 3 to 5 days. Comfortable closings, maybe 10 to 15 days. Larger mortgages, 3 to 4 weeks. If you need more information, give me a call or send me an email. If you get my voicemail, leave your name, number, and best time to call. Your call is important to me. I will call you back. Look forward to speaking with you. Take care.